Hi families, coming at you with another Parent Toolbox moment. Today I wanted to talk about one part of what I learned from this amazing book. I actually don't have the book with me because I keep loaning it out, but this is the workbook. It's called No Drama Discipline by Daniel Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson. And this book does an amazing job helping us as parents understand how our kids' brains are wired and how to get them on our team to be with us through conflict and different things that they're learning and we're learning. And so one thing I wanted to touch on real briefly was the idea of a kiddo flipping their lid. And the authors use a great illustration of the hand as the brain. So as you know, there are many different parts of our brain that regulate different parts of how we move and what we do. And so they talk about, we have our amygdala, which is our fight, flight, or freeze part of our brain. And then we have our prefrontal cortex, the front of our brain, that contributes to problem solving and kind of that higher order thinking. So when we are overwhelmed, when our systems are overwhelmed, when we're feeling mad, sad, angry, scared, frustrated, we flip our lid. Our prefrontal cortex, that part that can think and problem solve, isn't connected to the rest of our brain. So we're in that mode of panic. Now, if you think about yourself, when you're in a mode of panic, you cannot problem solve and fix a solution. You just can panic. You're only in that moment. And how many times do we expect our children to learn during the panic and to change their behavior during the panic? Instead, and it's not a perfect solution, we all lose it sometimes. There are so many times when I don't do this right, but when I take a minute, do some breathing with my child, maybe have some calm hands around their body. Maybe I'm just giving them a gentle touch on the shoulder, or we get out a little side-by-side activity like Play-Doh or coloring, and we take that time to calm down and connect that prefrontal cortex back to the whole brain. Once I've reached that calm part, that's when we can problem solve that behavior. That's when what I say is going to actually be able to be heard by them and can make a difference. So I really encourage you, think about that brain and the model. You'll see it in your kids once you understand it. You'll see that, oh my gosh, they are flipping their lid. I can speak in paragraphs right now, but it's not gonna matter because they can't hear any of it until we work as a team to get that brain connected again. As they get older, they will be able to do that by themselves. They'll be able to regulate. And so that's one of our ultimate goals for our kiddos, is to be able to self-regulate, to be able to calm the brain down, to be able to make wise choices and problem solve. So that is my tip for you today. One of the fabulous things out of the many things that I learned from that book was how to bring the brain back together, problem solve, and then be able to move forward with any consequences or changes in behavior that we need for our kids. So good luck. You can teach your kids the hand brain. It's a very easy tool for them to understand. So, and you can see it in yourself. Keep an eye on your own emotions. There's a lot of opportunities that we have as parents to flip our lids to, but we can do it. We can pull it back together, self-regulate, and then move on with problem solving. So you've got this.